Now, yesterday I was a prisoner of the injustice system because I was called for jury duty. I want to tell you something. The experience in a courtroom for a half a day retaught me, Michael Savage, how we are all victims of lawyers and how we must overthrow, and I'll use the word very, very straightforwardly, we must overthrow the legal grip on our government. Yesterday I go into court, and I see the abuse that I am talking about in spades. I'm called for jury duty. They have one woman in the front of the room screening 300 to 400 jurors for the day. 300 to 400 people are called out of a pool, people who have very busy days. They have to make a living. They don't want to be there, most of the people, to be honest with you. So to make a long story short, they take 1.5 hours to check everybody in like in the Army. 1.5 hours just to go up there like a dunce on a line and check in with your number. That's an example of telling you how unimportant you are and how important the lawyers are. I say to the woman, ma'am, I need to speak to the judge as soon as possible because I'm certain I'm going to be dismissed. She was very polite, but she said, you're going to have to wait. I wait 5 hours doing nothing. People are on telephones. They're trying to run their lives. They're trying to close real estate deals. They have their laptop computers. One bum is asleep on a table. I mean, it was like a regular, but I'm in prison. Finally, after lunch at 2 o'clock, I get into the jury room. He calls down groups of 50. They put us in the seats. Right away, they say to me, take your hat off. You're in a jury room. And all of a sudden, 3 of the other sheep going in with me say, she said, take off your hat. I said, excuse me, it's not your business. When I sit down, I'll take my hat off. So the mean-faced, clipped-haired bailiff already had a live one already in Michael Savage that my hat was on for 2 seconds too long. Suddenly, I was worse than the guy on trial for murder or for dealing drugs. I don't know what he was there for. All I know is that he had 3 Spanish names and 2 taxpayer-supported translators and a shiny pair of black pointy boots. And I was told it was a criminal trial. So the judge says to us, there's only 3 reasons you can be excused. One is health, one is finances, and one is child care. Now, I don't qualify for any of those. I raised my hand, and he says, yes. I said, Judge, my case, I need to speak with you because I have a gray zone issue. May I please approach the bench? So everyone's shocked. The sheep are going, because one of the people called in dared speak out of turn. They're all ready to be arrested, you know. All they got to do is appear in a courtroom. They're all ready to say,
oh, give me the handcuffs. You want me to go into an oven? Oh, I guess I'll go in. It's okay. It must be better for society if you gas me now.
And I've been taught from childhood you always stand up to authority. So I'm sitting there burning up. And I'm very polite about it, mind you. I go up to the judge, and he calls the 2 lawyers, one on each side, and the gentleman with 3 Spanish names doesn't understand a word unless it's translated by 2 taxpayer-supported translators giving him a little mouthpiece. And I hope he didn't hear this, but I said, Judge, my name is Michael Savage. I am a right-wing conservative radio talk show host. I see his eyes light up. And I said, frankly, I am extremely opinionated. I have extremely strong opinions about crime. This is a criminal case. If it's about drugs, I would like to see the man executed, frankly. And no amount of arguing from either of the lawyers on either side is going to sway me very much. I would like to tell you that my mind is made up in advance. If somebody's guilty of drug dealing, I think that they ought to be executed. I said, I wish I was a little more open-minded on this, Judge, but I'm not. Well, he looks at the 2 lawyers, and he says to them, both the prosecutor and the defense, would either of you gentlemen have an objection if we dismissed Michael Savage? And both of them shrugged their shoulders and said, no, that's fine. Go right ahead. And the judge says, dismissed. See you in a couple of years. And that's the way the world is today